What's good, everybody? It's your boy Aristotle with the Raw. It's the late night gems from a seven-figure trader. So we're gonna talk about it, folks. We're gonna talk about it. All right, all right. So I'm gonna wait for everybody to get in here, and I'm gonna let them ask me questions, do whatever. But to start it off, I just been filming videos all day. You know what I'm saying? Just making content. So I was like, man, let me go live real quick. Do a little 30-minute, 20-minute live, talk to y'all, see what y'all on. You feel me? Man, I ain't been live in so long. I gotta think about, how I used to get into the flow. But back in the day, my energy used to be on some like, just off the dome, just talking and everything. You feel me? But now I'm kind of like in Puerto Rico. I ain't really in that mood. But yeah, man. Tell me where y'all from and everything. Y'all know what it is though. What's up, everybody? What's up? But basically, man, just to kind of give y'all update on how I've been and everything. I'm in Puerto Rico, chilling. You know, I live in a dope community. I live next to Jake Paul and Logan Paul. I be seeing them here. It's funny because Jake Paul just canceled the Gervonta Davis fight, and he was running, preparing for it like the other day. And I rolled past him on a golf cart, and I said, "Bro, I'm gonna pull up to your fight in Atlanta." And I was like, "Good luck." And he was like, "Thank you, thank you." But to be honest, bro, so rich that like, he don't even give a damn. You get what I'm saying? I just saw Logan Paul yesterday riding on his golf cart, and I was riding past him. So yeah, it looked like he was probably having fun and stuff. But yeah, man, being in Puerto Rico is dope. I save on taxes. Um, you know, the food, I had to warm up to it. I'll be honest with y'all. You feel me? When I come to Atlanta, yeah, I'm coming. Honestly, folks, to be transparent with y'all, you got to do 183 days to save on taxes. So, because I came here at the end of May and I didn't want to interfere with my son's school so, we would have came here in April. We really was trying to come here in April, March, but my son had to graduate in May. So we end up coming here the beginning of June. And, I'm just trying to do my 183 days. So you guys get the dilemma. If we come in here at the end of May, I think it was the end of May when we came here. You get what I'm saying? Then you guys get the dilemma. It's a huge dilemma with that, right? So, I'm just trying to do my thing, do my time here. And that's another thing too. I've never been on lockdown since the military. So I kind of feel like I'm on lockdown right now. And I haven't been restricted in 5 years. I got out of the military March 20th of 2020. And now I feel so restricted. But at least I'm free and I don't have to wake up and go to formation, but it still feel like I'm on lockdown. You feel me? So yeah. I'm gonna ask Jake Paul, can he fight me? I ain't got the money to give it to him though. I be like, look, bro, I got $1 million. Fight me. I did shit. Fight me, Jake Paul. That's all I got. I know he said he get like I think 40 million per fight. 20, 40 million per fight. He said it on one of those things, and I've been watching those. It's this podcast called The Coffee Hour, which I gotta go watch more. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, especially if you black listening to this. And this is just the honest truth, black people. Go check out them white folks, man. Go check out The Coffee Hour. That don't mean you a coon. I'm a real nigga, man. I'm from Atlanta, the blackest city in the world. But at the end of the day, game is game. You ain't gotta, you get what I'm saying? Like, I get it. We got the Breakfast Club, we got all that, but I don't really watch the Breakfast Club like that no more. Not because it just some like if I want to hear some drama or some tea, then yeah, I'll tap in. But I haven't been on that frequency lately, man. I just been trying to elevate and grow. There's a time and place for everything, but really a lot of black networks don't really offer things for us to expand our mind. So I'm forced to kind of, all right, let me see what these white folks talking about. And I go watch the coffee hour, and that's been the one that I really, really like. Like that one, all because they asked the best questions. Like, think about it. They were able to get things out of Jake Paul that you and I couldn't get out of him. Like asking him how much he made per fight, how much he made in a year, how much was this, how much was that. Like they talking numbers. Like, and it's so funny because black people will say you're arrogant if you say, like, if I say I'm worth 20 million plus, which I'm worth more than that, you guys will get offended. Like, he needs to humble himself. Like, we're so used to kind of suppressing each other, right? Go watch the coffee hour and watch how white people talk. That's all I ask. I dare y'all go watch the coffee hour and watch how open they talk about money. You know what you guys would tell somebody if they told you they got 10 million in the investment account, if they got a million in cars, this and that, man, humble yourself, dog. You gonna die. You gonna lose it all, man. God don't like that. God don't like rich people. God, this, blah, 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 right? Like that's how I like, and to be honest, as a black person, we can't speak like that freely, especially the black people, because we gotta hear that part of it. And we're a super minority if you're black and rich. So, but at the end of the day, I'm here to give people game. Like I ain't on some, you get what I'm saying? I'm really here to give game, but I'm letting y'all know we're the only people who don't openly talk numbers for real. If I'm being honest, but yet we're the only people who tell each other to be humble all the time. Somebody said it's self hate. Yeah. Unfortunately, the money will change me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, bro, it doesn't. You're supposed to change without the money. And that's another thing too. Like, how is that unfortunate when people say money changes you? Money is supposed to change you. It's supposed to make you more aware. I can promise all of you, especially if you black, you should be extra aware when you start making money. And let me explain why. If you've worked hard to amass a million or so plus dollars, right? If you work that hard to amass that much money, then why would you want to go to the hood and hang out and be around people who can be jealous of you or want to take something from you or want to take your life and youth just to see you not have it? I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. When I was in the military, I was stationed in Savannah, Georgia. I'm gonna tell y'all how life changes when you get money. I my normal was going to Cleveland Avenue. When I drive from Fort Stewart, Georgia, I'm driving straight to Atlanta and I go straight to visit my dad and my grandma in the hood with no strap. Go to the gas station. I got a real life car. I got a Camaro. I got a Camaro SS. I'm pulling up to the hood because back in that day, that's all I knew. I didn't have nothing to lose in my head, if that makes sense. Yes, I got like, 50K on me, 100K on me, but that's far from $1 million. So I'm still pulling up to the hood, right? So I'm going to Cleveland Ave. If you don't know what Cleveland Ave is, the famous YSL case, like YSL Woody, Young Thug, all of them. That's where most of those gang members were active at, right? So my family still lives there. I'm driving there, going to the gas station. When I made $1 million, hell nah, I ain't pull up no more. I still pull up to my cousin restaurant, which was in the hood. I ain't even gonna lie, I was still doing that. I ain't even gonna lie. Now, 10 million, I stopped everything because I said, you niggas ain't finna take a motherfucking thing from me. In fact, I ain't coming around no more. Shit. I ain't gonna lie. When I made 1 million, I was still pulling up to the hood. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't even gonna cap y'all down. I was still pulling up. Weren't I, baby? I was still pulling up. I was in the trenches with 1 million, 2 million, 4 million. I hit 10. No more trenches. I ain't even gonna lie. The trenches stop. I'm scared to go now. Now it went from this is my where my family lived to look family. Meet me in Buckhead. Meet me at my penthouse. Meet me somewhere. I ain't coming. My cousins invite me to their rap concerts. They underground stuff. Cause you know they not really famous yet. They're like, hey bro, pull up to the club. Where's that? Riverdale. Fuck no. I ain't been around these $5 niggas, man. You crazy than a motherfucker, boy. Hell no. That's what I tell them. That's what I tell them. I'm like, look, I don't pull up to shit like that no more. I ain't finna risk my 10, my 8 figures for you. No, sir. Goddamn, I'm sorry. Too many people know who I am now. It's just a wrap, right? Yeah, I ain't coming. I don't come to hood shit no more. I don't do hood at all. I'm bougie now. I don't even eat certain shit no more. I done studied my health and everything. Like I don't really eat Doritos. I don't eat no snacks. I don't eat processed food. I don't eat frozen foods. I've been stopped doing that before the money, but like real shit. The only thing I'll eat that's on some like I eat a pack of noodles when I'm hungry. I ain't even gonna cap. Especially places like Puerto Rico, where the food ain't like, all that. I eat a pack of noodles out here now. Even though I don't, but I eat generally very healthy. I only eat cooked meals. Um, I eat a certain type of steak. I eat churrasco steak. That's my favorite steak. Y'all gotta check that shit out. Now, if you come to Puerto Rico, now one thing I can say is the best steak I've had has been out here. America don't got that guy. I don't know what they do. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna look it up. But ribeye, it's cool. It's cool. Wagyu, overrated, but it's cool. That soft ass, chewy. I don't really like Wagyu. But that damn churrasco. When I say I eat churrasco, I'm gonna say about 5 times a week. It's been my favorite. I'm not even a steak guy, right? They say glow is real, brother. Congrats. Yeah, I don't eat snacks. I don't eat. Let me tell y'all why I don't eat a lot of snacks. Because think about it. If this snack can last 2 years, that means it's not good for me. Do the math, dude. If this pack of noodles, if this can of stuff with meat in it, ravioli, whatever you're eating, if this can last 2 years, that means it cannot be good for my body. That means it has preservatives, forever chemicals, and they're making it so cheap for me. So that means they're cutting the product. So you got to start doing the math and thinking of things from a business standpoint too. They serving this shit for this long, and this shit can last this long. What are you putting in this shit? And then you go read the back of those chips. You go read the back of that can ravioli, can this and that. It be some shit you can't pronounce. Hydromoxide, blah, blah, blah. Why the fuck am I eating that? Why am I eating something with oxide in it? Yeah, like all that shit. Red, color five, red, blue, this and that. All this shit. I don't eat candy at all either. I eat zero candy. Food coloring, dyes. You got to start educating yourself, right? And then I started to educate myself on this, and I said, man, this don't make sense. Food shouldn't last this long. Once you start eating organic food and you've bought organic fruits from the store, man, that shit die. Organic food, it rotten so fast. So then you like, what the hell is in that apple? Why is when I go to the organic store, the apple lasts about 4 days to a week? When I buy my apple from Walmart, this motherfucker lasts a month. You gotta start asking yourself that. What's wrong with the apples? Why is the processed oranges lasting longer than the organic? You're gonna start noticing things. Then you get to the chicken. You start saying, okay, why is the chicken so big? Why when I go to the restaurant, the chicken wings so big? You get what I'm saying? Everything's so big and flip. You gotta start doing the math, folks. Frozen pizza. Think about it. How is this pepperoni able to last in this pizza, in this bread? How is this bread, pepperoni, and cheese able to last a year? Ask yourself that. Everybody need to start doing the math before you start eating the frozen foods and stuff. How are you able to get bread, cheese, and meat to last 2 years? Why would I eat that? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Once I cut all that stuff out of my diet, my everything got sharper. I used to could not see very far. My vision got further and clearer. My skin got clearer. My thoughts got clearer and sharper. I'm able to think sharper. Look how I'm talking. Back when I used to eat noodles, burgers, McDonald's, all that shit, I used to kind of get like vision fog. I don't really get fog no more. I don't open the refrigerator and forget what the hell I'm looking for no more. My thoughts are much more intentional. See what I'm saying? So I learned that what you eat and the quality of water you drink. So I also don't drink water that's under pH 7 because it will fuck up my train of thought. I'm not finna drink Dasani. I'm not finna drink Pure Life water bottles because I need my thoughts. You get what I'm saying? I need my brain functioning at a high level. So what you're going to notice is the food that you eat also correlates with how well your brain functions and your memory and your energy. Your dick stand up better. For all you niggas with a limp dick, it's probably because of the foods you eat. You eating burgers, fries, all that. You drink no fruit. You don't drink the proper water. So you can't even perform right in bed. You're going to have erectile dysfunction. You drinking sodas. So how is your brain and your penis supposed to properly perform off of these types of foods? You get what I'm saying? They said that's that weed you smoke, boy. I don't smoke weed no more. I haven't smoked in 4 months. So the reason, and I'm gonna make a video on this, but who knows? Maybe I'll cut this video and I'll just repost it and repurpose it. But I stopped smoking weed because it was a lot of reasons. Um, number one is, for one, I lived in Atlanta, so it's hard to get weed from the dispensary. So because I didn't live in a dispensary state, it's hard for me to get the proper weed because your weed man has no idea what he's serving you. He doesn't know if it's sativa. He doesn't know if it's indica or not. All he knows is this is strawberry 92, this is purple kush, this is za, this is spaceship 49, I don't know, whatever, right? And you can't tell the percentage of what this is or not, and he's spraying the weed. So I goddamn had to stop smoking weed. I'm like, shit. I remember I smoked me a bag. I twitched. I'm on live. I'm motherfucking. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, these niggas putting fent in this. Why am I fucking twitching? Now, when I smoke the dispensary weed, I don't twitch. So the street weed is terrible. So because I can't access real dispensary weed, I can't smoke street weed. Because these guys are just like them folks selling them snacks, trying to process the weed, trying to make it last longer, trying to make it stronger. That's what the street weed people do, right? They're going to do worse to your weed than the dispensary will. So, I'm like, oh, these niggas about to fuck up my brain. I'm a millionaire and I just twitched. Nigga, I got 8 figures on me and I'm smoking street weed and I just fucking twitch. I just tweaked. So I was like, nah, hell nah. These niggas ain't finna turn me into no crackhead. Cause I watch motherfuckers who non-verbal. I'm from Atlanta. I know crackheads who can't even say a word. Like they can look at you, you'll be like, here's your money. And they'll be like they trying to say it, but they fucking can't. I was like, oh hell nah, this weed ain't finna do that to me. So that's all I could think about. The times I done gave shit to the niggas who was homeless and they couldn't even say thank you back. That crack fucked their whole head up. So I was like, nah, hell no, I can't smoke this weed no more. Y'all ain't finna do that to me. I'm talking about hell nah, right? So that's number one. Number two, health reasons. Some weed, I call it stomach weed. Some weed increases your anxiety, right? Like it makes you, you know that weed that got you ready to go apologize to people and shit? That weed that got you ready to call your ex. Not saying I was gonna do it. I'm just talking about the weed that just make you very sad, right? It got you in your feelings. It got you like, damn, like, I'm a fucked up nigga. Hey, some goddamn weed have your ass like that, and then some weed have you laughing, joking. But guess what? If you don't have a dispensary near you or that batch run out, so I live in Atlanta. If I get a good batch of weed like that, the weed man, he gotta fly all the way to California or something to go get it again. He can't get it again. So I can't smoke consistently the laughing weed, if that makes sense. I can't build a routine of finding a good strand, if that makes sense. So I had to stop smoking too because of that. And then two, low productivity, right? So, you know, I would smoke after I get done trading, right? And then I'll be ready to make some content. Next thing you know, I go home, my ass sleep for 5 hours, or six, or seven, or eight. Or I just don't have the motivation. I'm high as fuck. I was like, I can't keep missing important days because this weed hit so good. So sometimes you may get that, like, and if I get a good strand, I'll buy an ounce or two. So I smoke it. And then, next thing you know, I just letting days go by. Even though I still work, even though I was productive, and sometimes I would smoke on live and things like that. But I was just like, man, this shit got me sometimes just saying fuck it. And I just couldn't afford that because I got this building I just bought. I got content to make. I got to trade. I gotta be a father. And then you gotta think, when you a father, sometimes you gonna be high and you don't even want to play with your kids. See what I'm saying? This shit holds you back from playing with your kids. This shit holds you back from making content. This shit holds you back from a lot of shit. And then I started noticing that, and I was like, hell nah, I can't smoke no more, man. My kids 5 and 2. I don't want to miss their life. Cause daddy just high as hell and he lazy. I can't go outside, man. I'm chilling, man. Son, I can't do that today. I'm chilling. You feel me? Let's just be honest. Let's call it what it is. You feel me? So I was thinking about all that shit. And then I just didn't want to, it's plenty of reasons. Health. And then two, this is the real shit. I'ma really speak. That y'all gonna feel this shit. So when I got out of the army, I used to deal with stress sober in the army, right? Whenever the army would piss us off, we had to deal with stress sober. So when I got out of the army, I said I wanted my freedom back. I'm gonna see what this weed hit like, and it was hitting. And this was during the pandemic. I got out. I'm smoking great the whole pandemic, right? But then I started to realize when I'm stressed, I want to smoke. When I want to feel happy, I want to smoke. When I want to party, I want to smoke. I'm using weed to feel good. And when I want to have sex, I want to be high doing it. Everybody understand what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. I wanted to use weed to enhance everything. Sex, sleep, party, everything. And I realized this shit is, I gotta do this stuff sober. Like, if you can't do this sober, then you're allowing this drug to control you. And I realized I'm being controlled by this drug. I needed to eat, I needed to sleep, I needed to have great sex. I'm damn near using this shit as an excuse for everything. Even when I go to the club and party, I needed just to function. And I was never like this. I joined the army at 18, left at 24. I didn't start smoking weed till I was 24 years old. I tried it a few times in high school. That shit don't count. I wasn't a stoner. I would smoke maybe twice, 3 times a year. That shit don't count. We talking about like smoking every day, 24 years old, right? So I'm 24. I haven't smoked weed for 7 years, my whole life pretty much. And now I'm like, man, I can't keep doing this, right? So, I'm not saying I'm against it. It feels amazing. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, could I smoke a blunt again? Yes. I'm not saying I hate weed. I fucking like it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. But at the end of the day, I gotta be present for my kids, for my business, and for my own sanity. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know what the hell they putting in this weed, but twitching ain't for me. You feel me? So, I'm just keeping the shit real. You know me, man. I always kept things real when I go live. And that's pretty much my 2 cents on the weed, man. Other than that, it's really no other reason. Yeah. Shrooms are fun, but also, sometimes you just want to stop being high. Cause shrooms will last about 4 hours. And you like, don't get me wrong, it's good for like, I want to try shrooms when I go to like a festival or some shit. Oh, nah, because I learned my lesson from that. Being around people while you on shrooms is super paranoid because I remember we did shrooms and we went to this place called, what was it in Buckhead? No, by Chattahoochee Food Works. It got a number in it. A third spot. So we went to the third spot, right? Bro, I felt like everybody was looking at me. Like, cause shroom, and then too, the fucking counter was moving. Like shrooms be dope though, because um I'm sitting here posted up on the counter. You know how you post up on the counter like this and shit? Man, that motherfucker felt like it was moving. And then it just felt like everybody was staring at me. You feel me? But the shit felt amazing. It's a great trip, but it's just like, and then when I drive, it feel like I'm floating. It feels like I'm on a hovercraft. So do not drive on shrooms. I remember I took the Rari out on shrooms. I was a real young nigga. You get what I'm saying? I had a Ferrari at like 26. So I'm 26 years old. I get me some shrooms. I'm driving in the Rari. This shit feel like a spaceship. It feel like I'm not on wheels. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. I haven't done shrooms in a year or so though. I'm scared of them shits, man. Like I like them, but like I can only do shrooms 3 times a year because it's just such an experience to where I just like I can't do this every day. I don't see how people can think about doing that every day. Like you a real druggie, right? Somebody said, "What quantum stock should we hold?" Honestly, folks, I've been doing some thinking, and I'll show you guys real quick. I don't think you should hold a quantum stock at all. I think you should hold the ETF. This one right here, QTUM. I'm starting to really, cause I'm like, man, I got a portfolio. My portfolio looks great. I own a lot of individual stocks, but I said, man, I got to start going more size, less trades. Like my next go around, I'm not trying to be in too many positions. So I would recommend holding this one right here, but on a strong dip, on a strong dip. Like I'll show you Q-tone real quick. Like let this motherfucker really drop like it did right here in April. Well, if you don't get a drop like this, bro, I would not get into it. Wait until even it, no matter how high it goes, just make sure you get a significant drop. Even if it's not about the price of it, it's about am I buying, you know, at least a significant pullback. But yeah, bro, like you get what I'm saying, like a 25% pullback. Like what pullback was this? See what I'm saying? You want like a real correction, like a 30% pullback, negative 30%. This is what you want. Are leaps to move? Yes, but right now we're experiencing corrections not in ETFs. It's funny because all the ETFs are up. So this is another reason why I'm getting into ETFs come next year and mostly going to swing ETFs because ETFs are up. You got quantum computing ETF is up. The semiconductor ETF is up. See what I'm saying? Those people ain't worried about a goddamn thing. Semiconductor is up. They're the ones who own. So semiconductor ETF, SMH. Look at that. Still up. So it's just a safer bet. It's a way safer bet, if I'm being honest. And easier to predict and easier to trust that it will rebound than an individual stock will because the ETF has multiple reasons instead of one reason to go up. See what I'm saying? And then you got XLV holdings, right? The healthcare ETF. So I'm basically, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm basically just gonna be um come next time. Even though I made a lot of money on individual names, I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm still gonna get in some individual names, but I'm going to come out with a portfolio, at least my next portfolio, especially long-term shares. I'm going to be buying ETFs. I got out of UNH leaps, but I got like a runner left, right? But yeah, folks, I recommend that, and I'm gonna cut that weed thing because I think that was a good I did that from the heart and everything. But that was a good synopsis of why I shouldn't smoke weed and everything. And if I had to do a last point, folks, I'm gonna do my intro real quick because I really don't feel like doing that video. I'm gonna still do it anyways. I'm gonna do it. I gotta stop being lazy. I just do it twice. If I could say it once, I could say it twice. Somebody said thinking about moving to Puerto Rico to save on taxes. How do you maintain and still be able to come back to the US? Well, you got to do 183 days, and then you could only technically do 90 days in the US. Anyways, folks, I'm gonna log off. I ain't gonna be on this motherfucker too long. I'm done. God bless you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. It's your boy Aristotle. We out.